Denise filming herself first.
All right,
am I allowed to put on blush first?
No. Di. Lisa's going to tell a story. This is just for Di. She doesn't need...
You have natural color.
She doesn't need,
I have natural color. Okay, I'll pinch my teeth.
Look how long Faye's hair is.
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. Lisa's going to tell a story.
Okay.
And hopefully my,
Lisa erased her picture earlier, so I'm not very popular right now.
She's not allowed to touch the camera again.
No. Okay. So, here we are in our house, and out our window, we have a backyard that has a fence around it.
Let me get a visual in.
Should we step outside here?
Oh, sure, we can do that.
So let's turn it off so we don't have...
Here's like this nice, look at this room.
With all the laundry on the floor. That's beautiful, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it goes back into the kitchen.
Like squirrels, too. They come like
There's the kitchen.
Okay, so we'll have to go back inside for the actual story because I don't want to scream it. But see, this is the backyard, so you've got the play set and the fence around it.
Which came with the house.
Yes, but then over there, see that grove of trees there that goes all the way back to like that shed, and there's a fence there and over there? That all is part of our backyard as well. And it's like bordered by everyone else's yard. But it's like, you know, it's like 15, 20 feet deep. And the kids like to play out in there, and we call it the fairy woods. Okay, let's step inside for the rest of the story because I'm freezing.
Can you pause it?
Pause it. The whole present. Okay. So, we had been in here maybe 2 weeks, and the kids always would play out in the backyard. And like at our old neighborhood, we would let them run. I'm hoarse, by the way, Di, in case you noticed the difference in my normal speaking voice. We would let the kids like run up and down the 2 courts and just play at everyone's house, and I'd be like on the fence talking to my neighbor. Oh, do you have the girls at your house? Yes, and I have the boys at my house, and blah, blah, blah. What, you want to go over here?
Yeah, so that I can get you both in there.
So anyway, she wants to see your beautiful face, two-face. So anyway, we came to this neighborhood, and no, I didn't let them run up and down the street by themselves, because I don't know anyone yet, but, yeah, I let them play in the backyard alone, and they love to go through the little fence there and play in our little fairy woods. Well, so we're moving in, and we're painting all the rooms and everything like this, me and Mom and everybody else, and I would let the kids play out in the woods while we were doing that. And so, it's not really a woods, it's a grove of trees.
Fairy woods.
Anyway, come to find out from our 60-year-old neighbor on this side of us, she says, you know, oh yes, she says, well, I was talking with the other neighbor back here, catty corner behind your house the other day. I said, really? I said, oh good, I'll look forward to meeting them. She says, well, they said to me, who is that letting their children play in the woods unsupervised all the time? Do you know that those children are always back there? And I don't know why they're allowed back there. And she says, and who is supervising those children? By the way, do you know who those woods belong to? And my neighbor tells her, actually those children are part of the new family that moved in, and that little woods there is part of their backyard.
Oh my gosh.
And the neighbor's like, well, they are unsupervised, blah, 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 blah. Well, my neighbor told me this, but the first lady, catty corner, didn't know that I knew this. So, about a week or two goes by, and I'm having a birthday party here for Luke. And I was letting the kids play outside, not Luke's age, but like the older kids, like KK and Jonathan and their older friends, Hannah and Rachel, who are like 12 and 10, back in the fairy woods. And anyway, next thing I know, one of the girls comes in and says, Mrs. Littikainen, there's some people back there at the fence, and they want to know who the grown-up in charge is. Okay, can I say steam came out of my ears?
Oh my gosh.
Not pleased. But I was very excited at the opportunity to set the record straight. So, I put on my cheery face, and I marched outside, and I went back through the back fence there, back gate that we have, and went up to the, and sure enough, there's a lady and man standing like American Gothic, all they knew with the pitchfork. There's like, so anyway, I walk up to them and decided the best defense is an offense. Hold on, what? What, Lukey? What?
You can't see Luke because he's a ghost today.
He's a ghost today.
What, Luke?
Because he's wearing all white.
What?
He's camera shy.
Okay, the camera's away.
Turn off the camera so that we can hear Luke. What, Luke? Okay, are we back on?
Yes.
Were we always on?
No.
Good. Okay, so I go back there and I decided the best defense is offense, and so I pretended to play dumb. So I went back to the camera. I went up to the fence, and I approached these very unfriendly looking people, and I said, oh, I am so glad that you asked the children to come and get me. I've been wanting to meet you. My name is Lysa. I'm the new neighbor. Nice to meet you. I'm so excited to finally be meeting my neighbors. I've been looking forward to making friends. So she's like, oh, thank you very much. Nice to meet you too. And she goes, well, now, did you know that the children, I said, oh yes, I said, isn't this great? I said, who knew when we bought this house that this whole yard was ours, but then also that that little grove of trees was ours. Oh, I see you have a grove of trees too in your yard, because they have a few trees in their backyard, and I wanted to emphasize that it is not a woods, it is a grove of trees. And I'm like, oh, I said,
plays ahead of everybody else.
So
I know.
excited about the little grove of trees
Mate.
outside of the fence there. I said, and how perfect is that it's fenced in on all the other sides by everyone else's fence. I said, they love to go in there, and I said, and the best part of it is, because this was addressing the comment that I knew she had made about the unsupervised, I said, the best part of it is, the whole back of my house is an entire bank of windows, so it's like, no matter what room I'm in, I'm still able to watch my children and see what they're doing when they're playing in my backyard, which I really appreciate, because you know how you need to watch your kids. And she's like, oh, yeah, yes, well, I just wanted to tell you that there is a fox that has been spotted in our neighborhood. And so I said, really? I said, that is so cool. I said, there was a fox in our old neighborhood too. They're pretty animals. And she's like, he's a mangy fox. And I said, ooh. I said, I had better tell the children then to be careful, because you don't want to mess with that, because he could have rabies. And she goes, her husband chimes in at this point and goes, and there's a hawk.
Who might fly off with your child?
And he nests in the trees. And I said, are you serious? I said, my son Jonathan...
They are birds of prey, you know.
They might snatch up a 10-year-old boy and carry him off. He would be the one, he's so skinny. I said, my son Jonathan will be so excited. I said, he loves hawks and eagles. Which tree is he in? Have you seen him? That is so neat. Purposely taking the plea. Okay, so they're like, yes, he nests in that tree. And the husband, by this time, is catching on that I think this is a good thing. And he's like, well, yeah, we'll try and take a picture of him if you would like. And I said, that would be so nice of you. Thank you very, very much about that. I said, well, we'll have to keep our eye out for that hawk. I hope we see him. And I said, but I'll definitely warn the kids about the mangy fox, because we don't want to mess with that. That's dangerous. And I said, well, thanks again.
You get into a totally fenced-in area anyway.
I said, thanks again for introducing yourselves. And I said, and by the way, I noticed you have 2 boys. What are they? And she goes, 10 and 5. I said, well, let me tell you. I said, they are welcome anytime to come. We have an open yard policy, and we love to have neighbors that come over and play. I said, they'll probably enjoy playing in the trees, too, because they make all kinds of forts in there and everything. I said, so you send them over anytime they want, because we're looking for little friends for our kids. And the husband's like, okay, thank you, nice to meet you. And the wife was like, thank you very much, nice to meet you. And that was exactly what happened.
Oh, meet Lysa Litikainen.
Oh, I was so mad, though. Anyway, that's the end of the story.
That was a good one.
We miss you, Dad.
We miss you, Dad. You have to say it too, Lee.
I miss you guys. And not just because she said I had to say it.
260 grams. Would you go right here?
Which would be about 3,200 trillion calories. 230 calories for 6 pieces. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks like you're playing an accordion.
Panpipe.